Hey there, and welcome to a game of Dominaria Sealed. Now, I'm going to GP Vegas, and if you meet me there, you can take a selfie with me, it'll be great. But I'm gonna play Limited, the good old Limited GP that they're doing there, and so I thought, hey, I should jam some Limited games, and thanks to MTGOtraders.com, we can do that. So here's what I open for my pool here. Let's do some searching. So one thing that a lot of people like to do is sort by rarity first. Just take a look at some of our rares. This rare is pretty bad. Okay, so these two are nice, really good game-winning cards, and they share colors too, so that's pretty sweet. I'm noticing in our uncommons that we've got some other really sweet black and wow, this wow, this is fantastic. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing some stuff that I like here. So I think black and white might be a good thing to start with, but let's look at some of the other colors first. So in green, we've got a lot of pump spells, and the only one that really sticks out here is Song of Freyalise. The rest of this is pretty lame. That's pretty lame. In red, we've got some stuff, but, you know, not very deep, which we just didn't open much red, so what else would you expect? And we know that we're kind of interested in these two colors. In this color, we've got Deep Freeze, Academy Drake, Trickster, two Blink of an Eyes. Trickster is not so great on the splash. I'm starting to think that these are going to be the two main colors. Just because of the double blue here, and Blink of an Eye is also a double blue. So not too splashable of a color from what we've got here. Also the Sphinx. So actually, blue's not bad, but it's not very deep. So let's look at these two colors, which we just opened a ridiculous amount of. So I'm going to pull out some things that are pretty clear. Maybe two Aven Sentries. One Invoke isn't bad. Okay. Let's see. Fungal Infection's great. Oh, look at all these. Yep. These people think sometimes that they're just for Thalids, but actually they're actually good cards on their own. Soothsayer's sweet. All their removal spells just, you're almost countering them because they remove your creature and you just use it to draw a card type thing. These are all great, pretty good. I feel like there's actually a decent amount of historic in this deck, which kind of happens pretty often with white-black. Let's look at that. So we've got here, this is historic, this is historic. These two care about historic. We've got historic here, historic here. Am I missing anything there? No. But Lingering Phantom might actually linger on with us here. Huh. Okay. And that's already 22 cards. That's pretty darn good. Oh, 23. Boom, right there. I totally forgot about this little guy. Girl, whatever. We've got the Gilded Lotus, of course, but the question is, what are we splashing for if we use that? I guess blue is probably the most reasonable. Yeah, but I'm not really excited for that. Red would also give us these two, because these are our two main colors here, and a Shivan Fire, pretty much. So that's another interesting splash possibility. But we do just have a 23-card deck here with good mana. Let's see what oh, the curve looks pretty good, too. Danatha would like something to pump her up. We don't have anything that amazing. And then the one thing that I think kind of stands out as a possibility is Urza's Ruinous Blast, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legendary creatures. So I think that's a possibility. As far as the grind, we've got Soul Salvage, and I'd almost be okay with Dark Bargaining too, but then we would need to cut something. I don't really want to cut anything. This deck kind of built itself, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, Cabal Paladin. Because we've got a lot of historic. I mean, like, truly an almost ridiculous amount. What would we take out for Cabal Paladin? The other possibility here is just a little curve out Banalish Honor Guard, just because this needs knights. Is this a knight? No. I think I'm going to skip on that and Sealed. But this almost feels a little bit like a draft deck, doesn't it? You know what? I'm pretty okay with this build. I like having the flyover stuff, because it's hard to finish games on the ground unless you're, like, I don't know, kicking Josu Vess. Josu Vess is honestly the only reason why I'm considering this Gilded Lotus. But the problem with Gilded Lotus is I just don't have anything else that I can dump all that mana into. I mean, technically the Thalids require mana, but not that much. Yeah, this deck almost built itself, which is kind of sweet. I kind of want to talk about Sealed just for a second. In this format, you've got weird things like you can open many legendary sorceries and then not have enough legendary creatures to really make them make sense. So you can really get some like weird piles, and because of that, it's really important to know what great non-rares there are in the format. And you can build a deck that doesn't have that many rares, but is still great. Like, realizing that Song of Freyalise is actually amazing is the kind of important thing. And maybe I'll make a video just on the cards that are great, but aren't rares, just because of how weird Sealed can be in this format. Now, it's not weird in this deck, because this deck is just totally fine. So we've got two double whites, and we've got three double blacks. Yeah, this is probably an okay split. Let me. I've been moving stuff around. Converted mana cost. Yeah, our early things that are actually creatures that we want to play are white. And this double white is more important than this double black, because this double black I kind of want to cast later if possible. So what do I do? 9-8 or 8-9 here? I guess I'll go heavier on the black. I mean, I do just have more black. All right. Well, this deck kind of built itself, but let's see if it also plays itself. This content is sponsored by
MTGOtraders.com. Buy cards online and bots deliver them so quick your brain will explode. Or exchange your draft cards for tickets until you're puking money. The top online one-stop card shop, MTGOtraders.com.
All right, here we are in our first match. I think we can be on the draw. That's something that people do in this format, and our deck seems like it can grind with the best of them, so probably being on the draw is fine. Got a mix of lands and spells, so Yep, I think we're going to be keeping this. That's an interesting last name if this person is just first and last. Hassau. All right, we're keeping as we said. Let's hope they don't just run us over. Tragic Poet. Get the beat down on. All right. He's a good 4-drop to slow down the beats, so I'm glad to see him. Just need to see another Plains. And I'm pretty much good with drawing almost anything right now. All right. Now I've changed my mind. Now I just want spells. Because most of our deck is 5 and below. We've got 2 of each color, so we're ready to go. Ooh, that's a good card. That is a very good card. And by the way, splashing a 3rd color is not unusual at all in this format. It's really slow, so even though the fixing is bad, you kind of just wait to draw into it. Or if you're lucky, you know, you get some Skittering Surveyors and such. So yeah, just something to keep note of. I hope that, regardless of how this series and in this league goes, I hope that I get a deck about this good at the GP. That would be fantastic. Yep. And then the question for us is whether or not we want to Haven Sentry to kind of match serve, is that the phrase? Or Baird to kind of slow his roll, or her roll. Let's start with an attack, see what happens. Could be a Gideon's Reproach or something, but I don't mind getting this Gideon Reproached. Yep, that is fine. So now, yeah, I think I'll Baird. If we play a nice slow game, it's probably good for us. Ooh. Keeping the pressure on, pressure on. Oh, that is a great card. I think instead, though, I'm going to Haven Sentry and leave up Fungal Infection. All right. Make sure that I'm not yielding. I do that too much. See what this is. The Mirari Conjecture. Uh-oh, that's an instant and a sorcery. What a pain. All right, well, let's Fungal Infection this before it grows. So what I'm going to do with this is he's going to grab back and Eviscerate at some point here, and then going to try to kill 2 things. So what we can do is on the turn that he can cast 2 things, or she can cast, Thomas is probably he. On the turn that he can cast 2 things, we're going to have Thallid Soothsayer up, and we're just going to sacrifice those 2 things. That should be great. Boop. So in order to do that plan, we need to get it in motion now. And even though the Mirari Conjecture gives a heck of a lot of value, I don't like that the spells are being bought back, but at least the spell duplication won't be that great. And this is why you don't need this guy to be in a fungus deck necessarily. All right. So, could have the 6-drop that makes us discard 2, but I feel like they would have just played it there. I don't think keeping up Gideon's Reproach makes much sense. Alright, I'm going to get while the getting's good here. If this gets Gideon's Reproached, that's fine. We'll turn it into a card. Alright. Yeah, if he wants to double up on the Eviscerate, then can't be casting the thing to make us discard 2. But we don't really know what they're going to do. Just getting the 2 things back was good enough value, so I'll still not play this. I don't need the mana. Alright, you get to copy stuff, buddy. That looks like an Eviscerate to me. Yep. So I guess I allow this. My understanding is this triggered ability will turn into an Eviscerate and then I get to respond. Yeah, okay. So now they've got their 2 targets and now I get to sacrifice things. Yep. Ooh. And then we'll have him sacrifice himself. Which really sounds heroic in a way. And away we go. See, that was great. I've never felt so unafraid of a Mirari Conjecture, honestly. All right. So this is probably fine. Just slam. Then we'll attack with Saproling. I don't think that he will Gideon's Reproach it. And pass the turn. That is interesting. I wonder if we have a Traxos in this deck. So we've got some good stuff, honestly, in our graveyard already. The question here is, do we play Windgrace Acolyte to fill this up more, to get more juicy possibilities? We've got some of the juiciest possibilities in our hand already, honestly. I think I'll play Ariel right now, because if she gets killed, then we just get to bring her back. Which means that for 1 turn, they're not going to want to kill her, but then she gets to activate once. So that seems like something that we want. I'll still play against around the Skin Witch a little bit that I don't think that they have. Wow. All right, well, we do have the answer for that, so I'm pretty satisfied. All right. So we get to get back anything. They could bounce stuff, so we definitely want our own things. I think I'll take the Soothsayer. It's just a lot of value. So we're just gonna Eviscerate Ariel. who is not a mermaid. Is that how it's pronounced? Or is it like Ariel? I don't know. I don't want to attack with her because I want to activate her instead. And I will put this swamp, that way Thallid Soothsayer has 2 activations. Wow. Well, yeah, I'm definitely doing this. But if they have another removal spell for Ariel, then she doesn't get to make a white knight. Ooh. This card is essentially unbeatable when kicked, so. And I don't see us losing anytime soon. We've got lots of, like, seriously great beefy cards. So even if this is like a Blessed Light, that's exactly what I was going to say. That is actually not a concern. Even though it definitely seems like it would be. All right. Great. I want all the mana that I can possibly get. And what's the best choice here? Maybe Lingering Phantom. Just put out something that they don't really want to kill. And we've got some other historic spells in our deck, right? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So I think we've got like 2 more or something. Wow, that is actually a really good answer for Lingering Phantom. But we've still just got more and more great threats, so I am very unconcerned. Yep. They have a lot of removal spells, I have to say. In fact, they still have the 4 damage removal spell. Gideon's Reproach. They could have maybe attacked with this, actually, and tried to get us with Gideon's Reproach. And Acolyte. I should have left 1 black up for Fungal Infection instead of 1 plains, which doesn't really mean anything. What do we put in here? Alright. We're just going to start attacking with these and keep back the Sarah Angel. We know that they've got the Gideon's Reproach. And we are 1 mana away from kicking Josuves. All right. Just going to get in here like this. Yep. We are so close. If you kick this card, it's almost impossible to lose. Da, 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 da. He could have untapped this. Just saying. Alright, let's see if another Gideon's Reproach is in the cards. Indeed. Indeed. Still very unworried, just have to draw a single land. And we've got lots of time to do it. We've got 3 removal spells in hand, so we are not about to die. I don't know if trading 1 damage for 1 damage really makes sense. Oh, right. The pseudo-vigilance thing. Wow. I mean, we don't even have to cast this to win, really. If they keep doing not much and we just play 3/2s, I can win games. Something's happening. Ah. No Aven Sentry for me. This is weird. He hasn't played a creature in like a million turns. And I'd be using my Navigator's Compass to, you know, like, cast some sweet creatures. All right. Call. Yeah, and we've got so many removal spells. Ah, okay. I feel like just doing this, because now he can't surprise us with flashed legendaries. Just make it nice and simple. Still got 3 removal spells and a Josu Vest that eventually will get cast. But not now. Now I feel like I shouldn't. So I'm just going to do this, because this is such a bomb that I kind of want to hide it because I feel like I'm going to win without it. Yep. All right. So I didn't really feel like we were close to losing that game at any point. It seems like he might be low on creatures. I don't know that he played a single legendary creature as far as Urza's Ruinous Blast goes. But he's got a ton of removal spells. So saying to yourself that you're going to have legendaries in play is probably not wise. Our deck is pretty good. I think we'll just keep it for now until we see something else that we really want to bend over backwards to battle. This is really quite a good deck, though. This was a good open. All right. And this looks fine. We've got more black than white here, so we're going to draw into it, no problem. And they weren't really aggressive. The only early drop we even saw was, what's his face? Voltaic Servant. All right, there we go. Do. So we have a choice here. Try to put out bait or just slam aerial. I'm going to do the slam aerial thing. And the reason why is because all of the kill spells right now don't exile. Except for Settle the Score. He could play Settle the Score, which he has. But I'm just saying that's the only possible way that this dies, and we don't get to bring it back with Soul Salvage. Whereas if I cast it later, then it's more likely to be gone for good. Anyway. Once again, should just leave up fungal infection there, but I would say a little loose play never hurt anybody, but that is just very incorrect. Alright, I'm smelling a Raf Capuchin right now. But that would not offend me. Alright, let's play an Aven Sentry. Leave up this cast down. See what happens. Anything on the end? No. Wow, okay. Maybe he's got some real bomminess here on the big end. Maybe a snapper or something. Urgoros, that's a real card. Okay, so the awkward thing about Urgoros is that cast down does not actually do anything to Urgoros. The other awkward thing is if he has a removal spell, then Urgoros gets in. So attacking with one and leaving one behind is actually not the best plan. We could also soul salvage and just do it for one, but I'm just going to be greedy. Hopefully he doesn't have double removal spells. That would be sad. That would be sad face. Or if he does, then I just want the Urgoros to make us discard something that isn't soul salvage. All right. Well, we go ever closer to just casting Josu Vess and winning the game. So that's what we're gonna wait for. Holding pattern here. Uh-oh. Not another removal spell. Don't do it. Oh, okay. Oh, and the instant comes back first, so it's even really easy to cast. So he gets to do it right now. Oh, that is savage. Please. Please do not get soul salvage. We have a reasonable chance as long as we get this. Let us keep it. I'd like to get rid of cast down if I were to make my own choices. All right. That's not the end of the world. What a perfect answer. And then I think what we do is we bring back, because yeah, he's gonna have an eviscerate that he can copy. So maybe I don't play creatures for a little bit, and I soul salvage back Josu Vess and Ariel. That's probably good enough. All right, let's just draw some lands. That would be great. Yep, we are not playing creatures for a little bit. And I guess I never specifically said why. It's because this will make these two go twice. Yeah. See, did they remember to not play a land so that they could do this? Yep. All right. I could play Windgrace Acolyte to make the Eldest Reborn's next trigger better, and I like that because if he Eviscerate copies, he's only going to kill one thing anyway, which is how much Eviscerate does normally. Yeah, so this seems fine. Ooh, Sarah Angel, that's a good card. Oh, we're grinding it out. I like this. Yep. Our card quality is just really high. Look at this. Jeez. Oh no. And he gets my... That is true sadness. Still got the Eviscerate. Oh, that was so perfect. That was the perfect spell to do that with. So they've still got an answer to Ariel with the... Man, that's so sad. With the Eviscerate, which we know is in hand. 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think there's any reason to just throw Ariel under the bus. She's not accomplishing anything by just going in there and dying. And we've got lots of turns of Skittering Surveyor attacks, so... This is a holding pattern that I'm okay with. Alright. Now we are winning the race. Oh, turn off auto yields. Okay, well, that is fine. Doo-doo-doo. Yep. Hopefully they don't have like a syncopate or something, because I'm starting to just be leaning on Josu Vest pretty hard. We're so close to casting him. 2 lands away. Okay. I do have all the answers as far as that is concerned. Oh yeah, baby. 1 land away. That's what I'm talking about. So if a removal spell hits our Davinal Trapper, then we will Vicious Offering kill Sarah Disciple. Is this the Eviscerate? Wow. That's honestly surprising to me because they know that we have Ariel and Josu, because those are what we returned from the graveyard. Okay, well now Ariel's going out there. Dum da dum da 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 dum. Tempting to also throw out Danitha. Right now, Danitha is just insurance against against a Caligo Skin Witch, which is really the only card that this deck is missing to be truly outrageously great. This can win on its own, so. And this is a Blessed Light? Oh, come on. We got all the removal spells. Oh, just rude, frankly. Alright. We can easily beat that with Josu Vest, assuming that we draw in a reasonable time frame 1 more land. Come on, land. No. Alright, well. You do what you can. Dum da dum da 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 dum. 5 cards in hand. This player is very patient. This is a syncopate for 1 that I do not want to happen. I'm gonna give him the chance to syncopate this cast down. Nope, not interested. Please land. Okay. Please don't have the spell. Yes! Josu Vest is so ridiculously OP. Alright, well, we won our first match. Let's go on to the next one. All right, here we are in match 2. We are on the draw. We've got a fungal infection to keep off anything too crazy early, and even if we keep drawing swamps for a while, we're pretty good on the stuff to do front. So I'm going to keep it. Let's see what happens. Ooh, I thought that might be a spicy Llanowar elf for us, but nope. Oh, now I really wanna plains. I was a little bit excited about a plains, but now I'm really excited about a plains. Of course, I could still cast this first and then play this to do the tappy tappy. Yeah. Yes, I am the YouTuber. All right. Untamed Kavu. I feel like the beatdown is beginning here. Just doing it unkicked, just smacking face. All right, all right. I do want to draw land eventually. Don't do me this way, MTGO. All right. I am going to do the fungal infection block thing here. Because it looks like we might get stuck on mana. And if this gets traded for a pump spell, so be it. At least he won't cast a creature this turn. Alrighty, I will block. Plains. 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 Oh, look at you. Doing all the things I wish I could do. Plains. Not a plains. All right. Well, these things happen. We are playing Magic. And that's not too big of a boy, but it is a problem we have to figure out an answer to eventually. Of course, I have invoked the Divine if we ever get that plains. That plains. Realistically, Urgros is our most ridiculous card right now, so I'm just going to toss him. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Swamp is good enough. Any land is great. I am actually completely shocked about this because we're about to get no value on Song of Freyalise. Like that one that can flash in is black-red, right? Right? I think so. Well, that is awkward. Alright. I need some help, so maybe he thought he could cast something in his hand and it was just a mistake. Yeah, that was probably it. Okay, any land, please. I want to settle the score here so I don't just take 10. 10 is a lot to take. Oh, yes. Okay. Maybe we can get back into this. I was honestly freaking out a little bit. So what do we cast next? Not a back-to-back Gruns. Okay, Primordial Worm. That's kind of fine. He's a big boy, but kind of fine. Can't cast 2 spells any which way. So I think we'll just put out our best right here. Yeah. And even if we, like, trade 2 things for this, it's not the end of the world. We're up on cards. It'd be sweet if we just got, like, I don't know, an eviscerate or something. Uh-oh. It's bad news. It's bad news. Alright, we're taking the hits. Bam. That's a quick clock. Alright. So now we've got 6 mana, so we can cast 2 things. And I think that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And hopefully we can figure something out here. Another Song of Prerelease would be great. Could invoke the Divine. Slow his roll a little bit. Oh god. So this is 7 and then 3 coming over this way if I just block with the Trapper. 7 plus 3 is oftentimes not 13, so I think I will just block with the Trapper. And if he has +4/+4, then we just lose, but such is life. Alright, that's reasonable. Alright. So, start by attacking. Yep. And then we'll play Soothsayer. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what we're going to do is we're going to block. And then we're going to have the first strike damage go and then sacrifice it. Going to be a little bit of fancy and mise 2 life out of this. Just want to get an eviscerate, though, at some point. That would be fantastic. Alright. So first strike damage is going to happen. And then I get another chance to do something. Pay 2. Sacrifice Danitha. Okay. I mean, I guess I can do this, like, basically forever as long as I keep on drawing creatures, but is a bit awkward. No. We don't want to cast Aven Sentry, actually, because then I can't block and sack. So we're just going to play cool. Cool as a cucumber. If we were to win, that would be amazing. Yep. I don't like it. I don't like it none. Uh-oh. I could draw into cast down, so I should definitely do this. I can't draw into anything for 1 mana, but I could make him think that I can draw into something for 1 mana, so I will do it. Oh, man. That was a rough game. That was a rough game. Couldn't quite put it together. All right. So we're playing against green-red attack you. This might be fine. I honestly think our deck is really good. We had like a bunch of ways that we could have pieced together a win there. This early on enough. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna overreact here. Urza's Ruinous Blast is a possibility because green-red doesn't have that many great legendaries, but it does have... I don't know, he showed us Grun. Alright, we will just play this out. I don't know. He thinks he's an attacking deck, so I am going to respect that. I mean, he's playing Run Amok, so... Alright, we'll keep. This would be really great on the draw, though. Awkwardly. Do-do-do. All right, don't let me get stuck on 2 mana again for multiple turns. That would be a tragedy. Ah. Well, at least I might not be the only person with mana problems. That is aggressive. I believe in this man's dedication to aggression. Ooh, turn off auto yields. I do want a fungal infection that Llanowar Elves. I'll just do it now and then pass. All right, there we go. More good stuff. Song of Freyalise. I would love that to be cast right now. That really was awkward in game 1. I wonder what happened there. I guess we could have attacked back last turn, right? Wow. Ask and ye shall receive. Alright. Well, if I lose by 1 life from the Saproling, that will be my fault. Go. Go, young Saproling. Alrighty. Halar, maybe? Keldon Overseer? Oh my gosh. Well, now we just feel foolish with this Saproling. Just very foolish. That is kind of funny. Okay, I'm going to play Ariel because there are not that many spells in these colors that can kill a chunky girl like Ariel on the current board state. Pretty much the only one is if he goes land 5 damage. And then, of course, Eldest Reborn can bring her back. Well, part 1 achieved. Land. Now 5 damage. Ooh, I like this. Alright, this might be a run amok, but I'm okay with that. A run amok for Saproling. It is a trade I am willing to make. Oh, wow. They are also willing to make it. I guess it was going to happen eventually. No, that's the exact amount. Okay, that's fine. Sweet. Get to untap with my favorite baby. So, we're going to do as they say and make hay while the sun is shining. Something like that. Strike while the iron's hot. There's a bunch of phrases like that. Do. And this is Skizik. Kicked 2, huh? Huh. Well, I don't want to just die. So cast down might be wise. I'll let him do his attacks. Yep. We'll cast down the Kavu, not get any value on it. Ariel for now. Take some beats. I don't like it. I like to draw another land. I need lots of land. There we go. So we start off with an attack. I think that's pretty clear. Attack! I think now we'll Eldest Reborn. We can take one more hit from Skizik. I mean, we don't even really need to. We can win without Ariel. I could just stem the bleeding right now. We'll see. If they do another really good threat, I might just throw her under the bus, because we've got enough to win already in the hand and right here. Also, because we could just bring her back with the Eldest Reborn. Yeah, that seems great. Might as well have something good to bring back. Yeah. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, Eldest Reborn will bring this back anyway. So I'm pretty happy doing this. No run amok. Whew. Wonder what you are. Grun? Oh. I meant that sarcastically. Well, now we once again have a problem. Paying costs? Okay. Okay, that's sweet. Oh man, we just have been under the abyss, as they call it. Too much. So we're gonna have to throw away some creatures to Grun. And we will lose to Run Amok because it'll attack and then respond to the trigger, give the Run Amok, and then it'll be too much trample. No. That's like our only target in the whole deck for that card. All right. Now I have to think about this game differently because I don't get Ariel back for no mana. Because then she could have just made some little dudes and blocked indefinitely, basically, until we came up with an answer. Now I want to do this Valid Soothsayer thing. I'm just going to go down to 2. Keldon Overseers will be very deadly in the future and all that, but we can't just throw a creature under there every single time without accomplishing anything. We need to draw land right now. Oh, is this? Oh, okay. Well, we lost. We had some troubles with mana, but you know, that's Magic. Okay, here we are on match 3, and you might notice that there's this weird little thing down here. I always reset OBS between every match. Not reset, but just stop recording and then start recording, because I know when MP4 files get really, really large, some players don't like them, some editors don't like them, some things have problems like saving the file once it's been, you know, fully cut off at the end. And so I just don't know if OBS can just record for like 6 hours consecutively or not. So if anyone knows the answer to that question, I would love to know, because I would just let it run if I was sure that I wouldn't lose my whole league that way. I think that probably works, and I'm going to try that on my next one, but if anyone happens to know the answer, that would be fantastic. Anyway, here's our match 3. I thought that it was a really fantastic match, so we're going back and taking a look at it. I'm just going to hit this play and just try to say it as fast as I can. So this is obviously a keep, and our opponent puts us on the play, and we actually have one, like pretty much our most aggressive possible hand on the play, so I'm into it. We start with the fungal infection just to slow things down. We get a Tolarian Scholar in there. We go Davenant Trapper. That way we can tap down the Tolarian Scholar and get in there. Our opponent doesn't play anything, so we do the tippity-tappity as we were planning. And then we go to attacks, and he casts the good old Spore Swarm. So we're really only trading about 1 card for 1 card there, so I'm not too triggered. We're hoping that Ariel stays in play, but amazingly, a second Spore Swarm in a row. So makes me a little bit sad, but we can still tap Ariel and get some value, so willing to do that. Yeah, pass the turn. So you can see there's just a ridiculous amount of Saprolings here, and they do go really well with Blackblade Reforged. We cast the Eldest Reborn while he's still got cards in hand, because we can still get back Ariel, and even though it only killed Saproling, it's really not the end of the world. It's still good value. So we go ahead and play Danitha, because we want to have as many knights out as possible when Ariel comes back into play on our next turn. Time of Ice taps down Danitha here, which surprises me, because the knight is actually, you know, it's got Vigilance, so it's never going to tap on its own. And if he returns it to hand, then it just, you know, it's great for him. So, because it just kills the token. So I was a little bit surprised about that, but not the end of the world. Our opponent plays a Coldwater Snapper, which makes me really sad, because that card is super irritating. I decide to attack here, even though Time of Ice is going to bounce that back. I don't know if that was wrong, but dealing 5 just felt so good. So our next turn, we attack with Aven Sentry after casting Ariel and Danitha. Because when you got those flyers, you just got to get in there. If you're not going to block with something, if you've got enough blocks, then you have to attack. That's the way it works. If your creature is not attacking or blocking, then it's really not accomplishing much. So just getting in there every turn with Aven Sentry. The real surprise in this game is that they're playing blue and white, but we haven't seen a flyer yet. So Ariel gets played for, I think, the 3rd time, which is shocking. We decide to just take the 4 from the Coldwater Snapper and settle the score so that he has to reattach that Blackblade Reforged. Keep getting in there with the Aven Sentry. You can see, even though the Blackblade is there, that Aven Sentry is actually getting our opponent pretty close to dead, pretty scary. So here we just make a copy again with, I Ariel and block the knight. Take our 4 from the surprisingly resilient turtle. Here, we just hold out cast down. That way when they attack, we can get the Black Blade Reforged then. We just make the knight here. Because sadly, you can't block make the knight. That doesn't work. But I would have loved to get rid of the Tolarian Scholar if that's how Magic worked. Here we get in. It looks like a winning attack, but attacking with Danitha is, the technically correct thing here because they could have something. And they did. So glad to do it and get my 2 life. That gives me a little bit more to work with. And our opponent just lost to that Aven Sentry that just kept on attacking in the air. And that is something that you see people, beginners at FNM and stuff, really classic mistake, having flyers that are not getting in there in the air, but not really blocking on the ground. And, you could just get in there. So even though he was attacking with Black Blade Reforged and, his Hexproof 4/5 that I didn't have good answers to, just because I had started off very aggressive with this Aven Sentry, really got there in the end, which was fantastic. Okay, here's game 2. Our only switches, we put in Urza's Ruinous Blast because we saw nothing from our opponent suggesting that they had, I don't even think, a literal single removal spell. So if they're just going to bounce our legends, well, that doesn't matter. We just get to recast them and eventually Urza's Ruinous Blast. So I'm now realizing that the play button kind of just plays the match. So we draw a land, play the land, nothing too exciting going on. All right, and we're still just doing that, playing lands that we draw. So we play Danitha, that we have access to Urza's Ruinous Blast, just in case we feel like it. We play Aven Sentry, I believe, and this is just giving our opponent the idea that I thought it would be suspicious if we just literally played nothing. Now here we're gonna settle the score Baird or eviscerate, whatever, because he lives through Urza's Ruinous Blast, and we want to have him keep playing stuff. So here comes the spider. We just don't play anything here because we're just hoping he plays one more thing into it. We just want a little bit more value. So he plays 2 more cards into it. Fantastic. We take another 2, not the end of the world. And then we Urza's Ruinous Blast. We could have actually blocked that looking back, but hey, we're still in a ridiculously good situation. So we get Time of Ice. This again is just really unconcerning to me because Time of Ice just isn't a big deal. He doesn't have any actual kill spells, and it's not like he's putting pressure on us, so I'm not worried about Time of Ice. Now, Black Blade Reforged actually is sweet, but we draw the perfect answer. So he comes in without equipping, which surprised me, made me sad because I wanted to get the full value, but we just invoke end of turn. Easy peasy. Play Fungal Infection, get rid of that boy. And then we pop out that Danitha again because it's a good blocker for these knights. Our opponent just gives up here, which really surprises me, but hey, we take wins when we get them. Okay, here we are in match 4. I'll let my opponent go first here. And yeah, this is a keeper. I like this on the draw, Pretty likely to hit those land drops and everything. And even if not, we've got some early defense. Uh-oh. All right, more early defense. All right, time for lands. A gentleman's game. Do nothing. All right. I guess I'll start the ball rolling. Oh, looks like she's not gonna live long. Goodbye. All right. What do we have here? All right. Something kind of annoying to block, not gonna lie. Probably just going to cast it down because we got Settle the Score for other stuff later. Do-do-do. And Fire Elemental. Wow, that is not a card you see every day. All right. Well, I am not excited to just jump something in front of Fire Elemental. I mean, I'm not excited to Settle the Score Fire Elemental because it is a Fire Elemental. That just seems so outrageous. What I kind of want to do is Lingering Phantom, Fire Elemental, block, Urgoros, rebuy type thing. It is pretty greedy. Alright, I won't be unnecessarily greedy. Those were two really good removal spells, though, so hopefully I don't regret that too much. Is this an Urgoros? Oh, okay. Buy back Vicious Offering. That's kind of okay. I've got a Lingering Phantom to throw away. Very highly recyclable. Very 21st century. This is probably fine. Gives us something to do. This isn't much of a creature, but we get something back, all that. Probably will slow down the game slightly. I'm into that. Alright, let's see what they have to discard. Is it going to be a land? It is not going to be a land. Nice. Alright, I actually prefer Urgoros, so I'm just... Well, you know what? I'll just put out Lingering Phantom. Yep. Very happy to just run stuff into that. Kill it. That doesn't look like he's going to kill it. Or it could be the 5 damage red spell. Okay. I accept. He gets rid of this. I bring it back with Eldest Reborn. He doesn't get back anything too exciting. Yep. So this is kind of awkward. I kind of don't want to play Sarah Angel because I don't want them to have the chance to get it back. Like, if they follow this up with a kill spell, I'll be sad. Because then they'll have a Sarah Angel, and I won't. I think I'm just going to do it anyway. No kill spell. Plus. Goodbye, fungal infection. I barely knew ye. Might not even keep it for the next game. It doesn't look like something that they're really into anyway. Ooh, that is not cool. That is not cool at all. gotta get while the getting's good. That might just not be beatable right now. Oh, if we're doing this. Oh, but he's getting it back right, of course. All right. This is going to be rough. We kind of just need a removal spell right now, but we don't have that many that can actually kill Kazarov. It's 8 mana to activate twice. Hopefully he doesn't have that 8 mana. I like this name, very random. Cranberries. Okay, I'm into that. That means Kasparov is not being as big of a problem. So he's going to block and then shoot, and then this will be a 6/6, but just got to start the grind, unfortunately. Or maybe they won't do that. Alright, I'm going to play Ariel then. This also takes 2 shots. Or you know what, I'm just going to play Urgaros. And just hope that he can't double shoot next turn, just that he doesn't draw land. Plus, no land. Yep, just growing the dude. Alright, no land. No land, no land. Ah. No. No. That's pretty good. I think double shooting and then, like, making this grow more, though, might have been sweet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Dalvanal Trapper. He's going to shoot end of turn. And I'll Vicious Offering kill it in response. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious. Get in there, buddy. Oh, do it. Do it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The perfect top deck. Now we're in the driver's seat. Oh, boy. Could still lose, could just get Skizziked or something like that, but man, I'm into this. I like that. That's dedication right there. Alright, this will gain me life, so that's what I'm doing. Gonna turn this race into not a race. Oh, you're dead, aren't you? Are you being viciously offered? Yep. Alright, should probably just make an effort to put out lethal, but I can't. So I'll just put out something that's hard to answer. Did I show too much? Maybe a little too much. with the Invoke the Divine, which I might take out. Red-black doesn't have that much going on. It's not worth it for just an Eldest Reborn. Well, that happens to be a particularly good answer to Windgrace Acolyte. I think I'm just going to let that happen and then Sarah Angel. The other possibility would be to Gideon's Reproach and then Ariel. Yeah, that's probably fine. Nope, we're not doing that. Can do it with Danitho later. But I don't think we're going to need that much value. We're at 1 card here. And something happens. We don't know. Ah, it is something. And it's a 7-drop? Jeez. Oh, that is almost a win. That is scary. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't have done that because, you know, this can be a surprise. All right. So, I think our deck's just pretty good. They just played some stuff. Invoke the Divine probably isn't that great. I think I'll just Dark Bargain. Yeah. If we go to game 3 and we see another Invoke the Divine target, we'll get at that. Okay, we're keeping this hand. We're on the draw. But we've got some early defense if something comes out real quick. And something does come out actually pretty quick, jeez. So we're definitely doing the good old fungal infection block thing. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would have run amok. Though he could have his own fungal infection to get rid of our little sapperling, but... Alright, let's see if this works. Block. Alright. Ooh! He missed land drop. That is great for us. Really, actually fantastic. So we're just gonna Trapper, and then Ariel, tap something down. I don't know if this is Ariel or Ariel, or if there's actually that big of a difference between those two pronunciations. Not really. There is not really much difference between those things. Tippity tappity. And I'm just doing this because he's stuck on mana. His chances of hitting his 4 and getting like the eviscerates and stuff is not high. Please do not eviscerate her. All right, fantastic. So we are now 3-1. So we're going into the last match. All right, welcome to match 5. Our opponent put themselves on the play, and there's no way we're getting beat down, I say, as we are, I don't know, maybe we're just going to get beaten down after I say that, but we have some good defense here, so I think we're probably good to go. All right. These games are going great. Of course, I felt like we opened a really good pool, so not surprised to see them go great. All right, so this Thallid could give us some serious problems. I'm not going to kill it now because I want him to use... Like, I want him to spew off the 2 1/1 Saprolings. I thought he might do it pre-combat and be lazy, but apparently not. I was hoping that he would be influenced to do things that were non-efficient. Pineal gland. Wow, that is a really interesting name. Huh. That is such a strange name. Oh, now that is a good card. Oh, Jesus. That... Oh my god. We never didn't have it, dude. Awesome. Oh my gosh. That was very lucky. All right. Goodbye, Helm of the Host. We barely knew you. Man, that was just extremely rude. Jeez, that was pure luck on our side. All right. Yeah. I'll just play this. We'll see if a removal spell gets thrown our way, but we've got other stuff to do if it does. Pow. That would have been so good, too. Just infinite lands. Make your draws really, like, strong. Alright, goodbye, Ariel. We hardly knew you. Well, 3 mana isn't going to do that. Alright, are you going to stick around? Might be getting Vicious Offeringed with the Saproling. It's still a possibility. No. Are you telling me we get to keep Ariel? Oh my gosh. We do. So, if we kill any one thing, then this block is great. So, attacks. All right. That was a lot of respect that they just gave me. I'm not sure if I would have given me that much respect. Just because this is such a problem card that if your opponent is possibly making a mistake, you kind of just have to be like, all right, gotta go for it. Unless they just have a removal spell in hand or something. That's also fine. Okay. This is probably yeah, Spore Crown Thallid. Yep. Let's make our knight. Ooh. All right, I'll just cast down this now. And we're winning this race. Oh, I could have blocked here. That was really dumb. That was dumb. I admit that was dumb. Alright. If I just draw land for a while, that's probably fine. Go, OP creatures. Well, creature. Ah, I see. Well, Ariel does have all the answers, so... Done. Pew! It does stop me from making a knight, but I'll just play an omnivore instead. Dum da dum dum. All right. If this lives for another turn, it's just pretty much over. Well, that's an eviscerate. Well, it does make me sad. No reason not to eat it. This isn't a format with like, what is it called? I can't remember. It's the white spell that kills something with 4 more power. Anyway, that's not this format, is what I'm trying to say. And, oh, that's a great draw. All right, well, we're just going to town. All right, no complaints. 1 card for 1 card there. Hopefully we can end things this way. This creature's got menace too. We're gonna cast it if the fight continues. That's a pretty good card. Getting back Soul Salvage. That doesn't help the problem with the air though, so I guess I guess they already have the answer to the air. All right, coming in. Yep. So, since they kind of told me that they had an answer to the air, was my understanding, I'm just going to play this guy. Because he is hard to deal with. All right. Well, we're going pretty strong in our last match. Let's see. I'm pretty okay with things as they are. We didn't see anything. The only thing that I saw is maybe they don't have that much removal, so maybe Urza's Ruinous Blast could be good. But I'd need to see a little bit more of their deck before I decide that that's actually true. Because they're in decent removal colors. We've got black and red. And this looks like a good hand to me. Keep a Rooney. All right. Also, these just pair so well together. Really love it. They're also not in exile colors, so just throwing out Ariel, and then if she dies, being able to Eldest Reborn is pretty sweet. We don't have the fungal infection for the elves, so they might get a little bit ahead of us here. Hopefully not, though. Perfect mana. All right, it's not too dangerous. Our Eldest Reborn is looking pretty bad, pretty bad in this sphere. Ooh, man, our deck is just full of good stuff. Just good stuff. Oh, I like this. I don't want to face anything too big too fast. That is scary. All right. We don't really have a lot of options here. The Helm is just something we're going to have to fight through. Yo, okay. I thought they were going to attach the Helm, but that's definitely a good choice. All right, so I think I'm gonna Eldest Reborn here. I'll get back the Aerial at some point. And then I'll just play these Flyers and hope that's good enough, because Helm of the Host is, can still lose to Flyers, just good Flyers. If he just attaches it, I'm actually kind of okay with that, because it's kind of a slow game. Yeah. That is so much value, though. Truly gross. We'll see if we can just beat it anyway, though. There are much scarier creatures to be equipped with that card, for sure. He is going to have all the lands to get rid of with Eldest Reborn, though. This is not really effective, this second little bit. All right. Well, let's just get the biggest thing in the air that we can possibly do. Okay. I'm actually okay with that. Hopefully they don't hit too many removal spells. And we'll just keep on with the plan of flying over. Alright, you can cast something very, very large. More lands. Makes his draws a lot better because there's less nonsense in them. Alright, let's get back Ariel. And, yeah, we'll start with attacking. This is 7, so we can win Grace. Plus, keep up cast down. Which seems good. Yeah, not interested in that stuff. So the question here is, do we just cast down the Skittering Surveyor? It's actually not a problem when it's on Skittering Surveyor, so we'll see if they cast another creature that it's better on, then I'll be concerned, but just Skittering Surveyors is not going to win with our good flyers. As much as I wish that I was getting as much value as our opponent's getting. Jeez. It's a lot of value. Some might say that it's a circus of value. The kind of place where you could really fill your cravings, you know? All right, well, we could just win this way. Play flyers, attack with flyers. Yeah, man, we did it. Nice. All right. So, what I would like to say about this is that this was still a really good sealed league. We went 4-1. The one we had some mana troubles, but you know what? That's just part of playing Magic. Definitely the kind of win rate that you want to, you know, like day 2 at GP, for example, since I'm going to GP Vegas in just a few days. And yeah, really good. I really enjoyed this deck. This deck was ridiculously powerful in many ways. And yeah, if you enjoyed watching, I like to comment a lot and give as much insight as I possibly can. If that was great, give me a like. If you'd like to see more, of course, hit subscribe. Feel free to comment anything that your heart desires down below, and I'll see you next video.